Over to you, Dominic.
Could you please available to screen sharing, please?
Sure. All right, go ahead.
Okay. Okay, sorry for, let me go to the first one. Okay, thank you very much for this opportunity. Okay,
Welcome.
I would like to share with you how to influence people. Okay,
Wow.
I want to tell something about my experience. I was working in, like a marketing manager for during 20 years in my country, Colombia. And during my expertise, like a marketing manager and sales manager, I understood how to influence people. And now with the support of this amazing course, coaching course, I of course increase my knowledge how to influence people. I think like a coach, we cannot influence anyone, but the idea is to partner with them, but in our normal life, daily lives, we can use those keys to influence people, of course, in the positive way. When we are working with someone in our families, our peers, our friends, could be a very good strategy to know how to influence others to have a positive life. Please, if you have any question, please be free to do, to do it. Okay, starting now. Leadership is influence. Okay, to be a leader is a skill. No need to be a boss to be a leader. Normally, when you are a leader, is because you have a special talents to influence people. You have to motivate people. You need to be the people who everybody wants to follow because you have special talents and special conditions to be a mentor. This is important. And for example, the matches. This is the picture here. It's showing us how when you are influencer, everybody's following you. The idea is to be influencer in the always in the positive way. Identify 4 levels of influence. The higher you go in the level of influence, the more value you add to the life of those you choose to influence. For example, you have 4 levels. The first level is modeling. All others are influenced by what they see, their role models, mentors, and peers. For example, we are working, we are trying to follow our boss or someone who is a leader in because of their talents or their discipline. We are like adults, we are always following models. The second level of influence is motivating. You influence others by encouraging them and by communicating with them on an emotional level. As we learned during our coach program, it's very important to communicate with others emotionally, to feel empathy, to really understand the people who are in contact with us. The third level is mentoring, helping others reach their potential and grow personally and professionally to reach a higher level of living. Okay, like Dr. Harris are doing with us. He is mentoring us. He is helping us to reach our potential, to improve ourselves, to motivate to be better every day. And multiplying is as you work on positively influencing other people, you should aim for them to become positive influencers as well. You want them to pass on what they have learned. It's beautiful that it's not only to be a leader, it's to help others to be a leaders too. It's amazing because in this, when you are multiplying others, it's showing how generous are you. It doesn't matter if you are the leader or the boss or nothing. The idea is to be a leader, the people are following you, and the same way you are training people to be like good as you are, helping people to be better. The key words we need to learn to influence people. We have those 10 keywords: integrity, nurture, faith, listen, understand, enlarge, navigates, connect, empower, and reproduce. We will talk about everyone. Here is very, for me, it's important. If you desire if you desire is to be successful or to make a positive impact of your work, you need to become a person of influence. More in this world, you cannot be alone. You need to influence others. You need to be a person who the people want to follow. Okay, the first one is integrity. Adherence to moral and ethical principles, soundness of moral character, and honesty is very important. The integrity is the corresponding, what are you thinking, what are you doing, what are you talking. You are in the same way. You are not, for example, saying I am a good person and at the same time acting badly. You need to be totally integrity wherever you do, in the small things. You can show your integrity in the small things, simple things. For example, when you are driving and somebody wants to cross the road, you need to stop and let the other person pass. The small things are giving you the integrity to show. The integrity is your best friend and is your friend's best friend. Why? Because when you have integrity, everybody wants to be with you because everybody is trusting you, okay? Integrity is not determined by circumstances. For example, it's impossible to say, oh, today I will act with integrity and tomorrow I will not. No, you need to have integrity every single day of your life, every small act. Integrity is not based on credentials. It's not because of my position or because I have my different degrees. No, it's because I am a person with integrity. Integrity is not to be confused with reputation. No, you can be a a person, a simple one, a humble person, but you have integrity. When you have integrity, it enables you to keep your priorities right. For example, for me, the most important thing in my life is to be correct. This is my priority. Stay the right course even when the wrong course is easier. Happens. For example, I love that thing. When something is wrong even if everybody's doing. When something is good even nobody is doing it. Because now in this world, everybody is doing things that people say, nothing happened. No, when something is wrong, it's wrong. When something is good, it's good. Keep going when others criticize you unfairly. Keep going. If you are a people of integrity, keep going. Accept valid criticisms and learn from them. Always accept when others give you advice for something, please listen, because it's very important to keep growing. Keep growing. The benefit of integrity, trust. The trust is like a glue because it's holding people together, bonding personal and professional relationships. Trust is the result of having demonstrated consistent and solid character. So when you are the person with integrity, the people is trusting you. For example, ask you today, is the people's trust on me? Is I have friends or I have a really good friends? Is the people come to me and say, oh, I have something to tell you? Or the people say, no, please don't tell Dominique because take care with her. But what kind of person are you? The benefit of trust is influence. Earning people's confidence is one key to influence. Your integrity must be without question to be able to influence others. Okay, if you add integrity plus trust, is giving you the possibility to influence others. others. Okay, the second fact, the second key is nurture. A person of influence nurtures other people. It's beautiful, this, it's so amazing one. It's the reason why I spend more slides on this, because it's follow the maternal example to be a person of influence. It's beautiful. It's nurturing involves encouragement, recognition, assurance of security, and giving hope. All these acts are born out of a sincere concern for others. It's like a mom. When you have a baby, you are taking care, you are encourage them, you are giving faith. The goal of influencing people is to encourage them to a stage where they can be responsible for their own growth and confidence. It's not growth for them, it's helping them to encourage the responsible for their own growth and confidence. Keep going, you can do it. That kind of things is helping. Treat people with respect and you will find it easier to influence them. It's even at home with your kids, with your couple, with the person you are living. The people are understanding when you are respecting them. Feeling appreciated builds up and motivates people. When you feel the other person is appreciating you, your acts, your action, your emotions, the people is motivated to act. Sense of security. People feel secure about you when they see consistency between your actions and your words, and when they see you conform to a high moral code. It's important. I cannot see, okay, I want to be organized and I have a mess in my desk, for example. Or I cannot ask somebody else to have discipline when I am not doing what I have to do. Recognition means remembering names, small things like this, taking time to show you care, making people a priority, and acknowledging their accomplishments. For example, like a teacher, you are teaching someone, we need to know, to talk to people by their names. It's the most beautiful word that you can hear in your life is your name. Encouragement. People are able to endure suffering and overcome adversity when they are supported and given encouragement. Give it and people will follow you. Withhold it and you cause a person to be unhealthy and unproductive. Okay, it's very important to support people. Everybody in their life has problems. But when somebody has any trouble, support that people, support that person. It's very important. Okay, those are the steps to respect. Anyone can be a nurturer to other people by committing to them. When you are part of a group, the idea is to be committed, believing in them, being accessible to them, giving with no strings attached. Sometimes when we have a strong personality, sometimes we believe that only if we are doing the things will be good. We prefer sometimes to do the things by ourselves, to delegate. This is not the way to influence others. If you want to influence, you need to believe in others. You need to trust them. You need to encourage them. Giving them opportunities and lifting them to a higher level. Trust people, trust people. Everybody has different talents. Identify the talents in others and encourage them to grow in those talents. Another key, faith. Facts about faith. Most people don't have faith in themselves. It's the reason why it's very important to have faith in others. Most people don't have someone who has faith in them. Now, in these cases, I don't know, I really listen to read about how many people are keeping themselves during the pandemic. This is a difficult moment for all of us, but it's the moment to show our faith for others. Most people can tell when someone has faith in them. And most people will do anything to live up to your faith in them. When you have faith in someone, that person will be happy to show how you increase the faith on them. A person of even has faith in people. Believe in them before they succeed, of course. For example, I have a boy, 9 years old. He is very talented with his body. And I always push him, you can do it, no worries. And he is surprising me because he's always keep going. Emphasize their strengths. Emphasize their strengths again. Because unfortunately, sometimes we are always the point of view is the black point in the board, the whiteboard, no? The idea is to see the board, the clear board, not the black point. List their past successes. Instill confidence when they fall. Experience some wins together. Visualize their future success. Expect a new level of living. It's not easy to have faith, but it's educate ourselves to have faith in others. Oh, sorry. Listen, okay, we are learning a lot about listening in this amazing coaching course. Without this ability, you cannot influence others. Listening is waiting to hear. I love this picture because it's the attitude. You are listening, as we know in our coaching sessions, we learned that you have to listen with all your body, not only with your ears. Look at the speakers, don't interrupt. Focus on understanding. Determine the need at that moment. Maybe the person in front of you has a lot of different situations, but maybe he wants to talk about the sandwich, I don't know. Focus on that moment. Check your emotions. This is very important. Suspend your judgment. For me, it's too difficult, but you have to. Do not judge. Sum up at major intervals. Ask questions for clarify. Good questioning, as we are learning here. Always make listening your priority. We have two ears, one mouth, but we are unfortunately using opposite. Listening shows respect. Listening builds relationships. Listening increases knowledge. Listening generates ideas, of course. Listening builds loyalty. Listening is a great way to help others and yourself because we are learning when we are listening. Developing listening skills. Common barriers to listen. Overvaluing talking. Normally, ladies are talking 3,000 words a day and men are talking 1,000 words a day, per day. Okay, we have to talk. Okay, try to stop and listen. Lacking focus, or happens a lot of the time. Experiencing mental fatigue, stereotyping, carrying personal and emotional baggage, of course, and being preoccupied with self. These are statistics to describe our daily activities. Speaking 30%, listening 45%, reading 16%, and writing 9%. This is our daily. But this is the idea. Our brain needs to be listen, all concentrate, to be focused in the person who is talking to us, I think this is the skill we are working on it to be a good coach. Understand. A person of influence understands people. Why? The rewards of understanding people are priceless and countless. Countless. What is more important is to understand others' people, thoughts, feelings, aspirations, attitudes, behaviors, and the factors that inspire and motivate them. Why people fail to understand others. This is very important. Self-centeredness. See things from other people's perspective. Stop to see the people by your side, from your side. Understand that everybody is different and everybody has the right to think different. We don't have the trust in our hands. Everybody has different trust, and the trust for everyone is different. Fear. You fear what you don't understand. Failure to acknowledge similarities. Relate to others who experience things similar to what you experience. Yes. Failure to appreciate differences. You must recognize and appreciate people's unique qualities. Everybody has different talents, different perspectives, different background, and as we learned during our class. Different motivation, different values, different believers, and everyone is correct. To understand, we are choosing to understand others. It's an option. We can block us to say, no, I cannot. It's only my reality, no more realities. Or we can be open and say, everybody has different realities. What we need to understand about people, everybody wants to be somebody. Nobody cares how much you know until he knows how much you care. I love this phrase. And I want to repeat it. Nobody cares how much you know until he knows how much you care. You can be a smart person and but who cares? The most important thing is how care you are about others. Everybody needs somebody. Everybody can be somebody when somebody understands and believes in him. Anybody who helps somebody influence a lot of bodies. It is a choice. If you desire to positively influence others, choose to understand them by possessing in the other person's perspective. It's not my perspective, it's others. Demonstrating personal empathy, as we learned, having a positive attitude about people. Look this picture. It happens to us. We are trying we have an idea, or the other person in front of us is having an idea, and when we are listening, look, we are doing an spaghetti. It's very difficult to understand, but the idea is to listen totally and to remove our experience and listen others' needs. Enlarge people. Moving people to grow and develop their areas of strengths. Enlarge others' people, help them raise their level of living as they develop gifts, talents, skills, and broaden their problem-solving abilities. Increase their potential for success as they improve their attitudes and learn new ways to think. Increase their capacity for growth as they become better equipped. increase the potential of your organization as people achieve their potential. You need to empower people, to delegate, to trust. Do not allow a day where you do not engage in an activity that brings about your personal growth. This is very important because if we want to influence others, we need to be an example on all those different keys. I need to do every day something that is helping me to be a better person, to read, to read some book, to help others, to do exercise, to meditate. I don't know. Everybody has different ways to grow. First, you have to be constantly growing and enlarging yourself before you are able to help others to do the same. Of course, if we want to help others, we need to be better every day, not because of others, because ourselves. We need to compare with ourselves. Every day, I need to be a better person. Every day. And I have a clue. How do you, I love this. Marisa Peer, she's an she's an England lady. She's a therapist, and she has a lot of videos on YouTube. I highly recommend her. And she shows how you can be a better person every day. He's giving some clues. And the first one is starting your day doing whatever you hate. For example, I need to do exercise like every night. Body needs to do, but sometimes I don't want to. Okay, every day I need to do exercise at the first thing during the morning time, because if not, I will find a lot of different excuses to avoid it. And if you are doing your exercise or the thing you are hating to do and you must to do it, you will do it by yourself. It's an amazing clue. Another thing, if you have any dream, you have to work on it every single day. Even if it's holiday, even if it's weekend, no. If you have a dream, for example, to have an amazing body shape, you need to work on it every single day. It's the reason why we need to grow constantly. Make yourself an enlarger. Carefully choose persons to enlarge. It's very important because sometimes we are trying to push somebody that the person we are enlarged, sorry because of my pronunciation, maybe they don't want to. You need to be sure you are expending energy in somebody that wants to grow. Seek out the most promising people around you. Remember to get people's permission before you to start efforts to enlarge them. Make it a priority to take them through the enlarging process by seeing their potential, casting a vision for their future, tapping into their passion, addressing character flaws, focusing on their strengths, enlarging them on one step at a time, putting resources in their hands, exposing them to enlarging experiences, and teaching them to be self-enlargers. Those steps are very important. For example, my personal case, I have 3 different kids. The first one is very talented, high IQ, and the second one is a girl, has a different character. I cannot enlarge both in the same way. The one, I can push him because and the other one, I have to work with her in a totally different way. Both of them are amazing, of course, as everybody else is, but I need to work with them totally different. Totally different. For example, with my girl, I am working with her, and we have a challenge together to lose weight. And with my son, we are working always in a very important projects, totally different because their personality are totally different. but I need to understand what they have, like their potential, what their potential, and how to grow with them. Navigates people is building bridges for people to cross from where they are today and where they want to be. Okay, we are learning this during our coaching sessions. Okay, where do you want to go? We, like a navigator, identify the destination. Everyone will encounter unpleasant situations, setbacks, or problems. Navigating means helping others through these situations. Everybody. A navigator plots the course, when they need to go, what they need to know, and how they need to grow. This is very important. Where they need to go, what they need to know to go there, and how they need to grow. For example, I want to lose weight and I want to have a beautiful shape. What they need to know, okay, you need to diet, you need to have a kind of exercises to help you, and how they need to grow. Every day you need to do exercise, simple things. You need to know to go to the other place of the bridge, to cross the bridge. You need to work day by day. Seeing their potential, casting a vision for the future, tapping into their passion, addressing character flaws, focusing on their strengths, enlarging them one step at a time. Very important, one by one. Putting resources in their hands, exposing them to enlarging experiences, and teaching them to be self-enlargers. Connects with people. Connection is important for successful mentoring. Here are 9 steps for connecting with people. Don't take people for granted. We need to work on it. Possess and make a difference mindset. Initiate a movement toward them. We need to. Look for common ground. Recognize and respect differences in personality. Find the key to others' life. For example, okay, I finished and I want to give you an example. Communicate from the heart. Share common experiences. And once connected, move forward. Sorry. I have a friend, a very close friend, but we have a totally different opinion regarding faith, totally the opposite. I cannot talk with him about that because we don't have any point. But we love music. I know that our point of connection is not about politics, it's not about religion, it's about music. It's the point that we are talking about together. We enjoy music, we enjoy music, we share about music experiences and that kind of things. This is the idea. We need to find a key to share with others because everybody has different opinion about different topics, but maybe you need to find the proper topic with the proper person. Believe you can make a difference. Believe what you share can make a difference. Believe the person you share with can make a difference. Believe that together you can make a big difference. I trust in me. I believe we can make a difference together, influencing people, empower people, empowering others to their potential. Is sharing your power so that many other people can benefit from your abilities. When you empower people, you enable them to reach the highest levels of their personal and professional potential. I want to share with you, I am working here like a volunteer in a school with kids who are suffering brain damage, a lot of disabilities. It's incredible when you empower kids with some disabilities like here, how they grow. When you share them love, faith, trust, they are doing amazing things, amazing. The experience doing that kind of things, giving them just love, to help them, for example, to work with a color pencil and coloring. That's it. It's a simple thing. They are growing slowly, slowly, slowly. Show people that you believe in them completely, sorry. Trust them with decisions. Give them permission to take on challenges. Delegate. Aim for a win-win situation where they empower. Loses nothing in the process of sharing authority with others. The empower loses, sorry, influence people is empowering others to their potential. The idea is to be a reproducer. The idea is wherever I know, I want to reproduce to others. If I'm leading someone, I want to, this is showing us, I want more leaders beside me. Lead yourself well. Look continually for potential leaders. Put the team first. The team first. Commit yourself to developing leaders, not followers. Yes, and here you need to be humble, because we are so proud of ourselves, we are moving people, No. You need to be as much humble you are, more bigger you are. Okay, like a conclusion, follow the 10 progressive steps, follow them, and you positively impact the lives of others, your organization, and society. Modeling, demonstrate integrity to everyone you meet. Motivating, nurture people through encouragement and support. Have faith in people to enable them to believe in themselves. Listen to people and build relationships with them. Understand people and help them achieve their dreams. Mentoring. Encourage people to increase their potential. Navigate with them through life's difficulties so they can become independent. Connect with people and move them to a higher level. Empower people to be the persons they were created to be. And multiplying, as you work as positive influencing other people, you should aim for them to become positive influencers as well. You want them to pass on what they have learned. And this is the key to influence others. Do you have any question?
Pre-clap. Thank you.
Thank you, Dominique.
You're welcome.
Very
Sorry
much.
for my pronunciation.
Hi, Dominique. Let me go on
Thank you.
camera.
Thank you,
very much.
Dominique, for this
Wonderful lecture.
useful session.
Thank you.
That was really wonderful and very, very powerful. What a great job. Thank you so much. I learned a lot.
I live for you all. Thank you very much.
And just being able to talk about how to communicate with others and learning about that and being able to see it. And the presentation was just so well that I'm sure all of us will go back to the Facebook, and we're going to want to look at that again because the presentation was really awesome. Does anybody have anything they want to say to Dominique, or any questions you have for her?
Excuse me.
Yes.
In enlarging people, you mentioned that you help yourself first, and then you can help others. And we say in Arabic, we say who doesn't have things cannot give it. But I don't know, in coaching especially, can we help the people in some aspect that we don't have?
Yes, because like a coach, you are help others to grow their potential. Even if we don't have, for example, somebody has a special talent like a musician. I did want to be a great guitarist, and I don't know how to play guitar, but I can help him to find their path to be at the most famous guitarist in the world, because I am partnered with him. Okay, even if I don't have the talent, I am partnering to help him to grow, to get their goals. This is the idea, like a coach. I don't need to be with like him, but I'm with him, helping him to grow, of course. Because I am not teaching, I am not the personal trainer. No, I am the coach to help him to grow, to get their goals and to get the dreams come through.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And I think one of the great things about elevating someone as a coach and looking at it from a coaching standpoint, while we say the client is in charge of everything and they control their coaching, they control their sessions and everything, we still do elevate them, and we still do give them that type of support that they need in order to feel that elevation. So that's really, really awesome. Any other questions for Dominique?
I just had a point to make. Hi.
Hi,
The previous person, sorry, I didn't get his name. He asked helping ourselves to help someone else. We don't have to help ourselves in the same area in which we want to help the coachee, but we have to help ourselves in our listening skills, in the skills we have to work on ourselves, like the skills which have been laid out for us, which we know as listening skills, unconditional positive regard. So there are a lot of skills, staying true to our words, commitment skills, influencing skills. So those are the skills we have to help ourselves with, and then we can help the others. It doesn't matter what their thing is, but once we help ourselves in those skills, that's when the magic happens.
Awesome. What a wonderful way to put that. That was very powerful.
Yeah. And for Dominique, it was a brilliant session. I love the content. I also know where my gaps are, and I can really work on it after today. Thank you so much.
Thanks to you. You can get the presentation in our Facebook page. I shared the link with Sanchit. You can take it.
Yeah, I look forward to it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dominique, for the presentation. It was wonderful, and I was actually putting it in my mind more as a coach, implementing most of what you were mentioning for me as a coach. How to have faith in people, how to believe in them, how to listen to them, how to understand them, to help them reach their full potential. So I was taking the whole presentation for me as a coach, actually, more about that. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Mahmoud.
Anyone else?
Yes, I want to add a bit of it.
Go ahead.
It's a very from very basic of learning how to influence and how to set out all the aspects of influencing one by one. So on that presentation, it's amazing and brilliant work, how she has taken every step uh, to different levels where we can process our thoughts accordingly. And that is what I felt while going through the presentation. So thank you so much for this brilliant and amazing share. And the kind of explanation and the kind of way she has nurtured this presentation was amazing. Again, thank you for that. The point which I want to raise is that how to, as a coach, I'm learning that to understand this point, that somebody is somebody. That point really struck my heart, and to understand more deeply and the dynamics of this, I would request if Verenda or Mr. Harris would, put some light on it, or any one of you who has anything to, be more explicit about this statement, because it's a very powerful statement. So I want to understand more of that being somebody, and to understand that being of somebody as an influencer or as a coach, how significant it can be, because understanding the dynamics of coaching day by day, the words that impact, the words now have different meaning for me. So really, I want to understand. Thank you so much.
I see your hand, Harris. Are you getting ready to say something?
No, I'm just thinking that's such an amazing question. And, coaching is never about doing, it's all about being. We don't resolve the doing of a client, we resolve the being of a client. And when we get onto that journey, what we need to look at is what's our being in that moment, which connects at the same level, same space. And holding that place for client is only possible when we connect with their being and our being. And that's a level different, that's a very different level that we get to. And that requires a space of being vulnerable, being okay with uncertainty, being okay not knowing, and just being there for them. And I don't know, Sana, if I'm answering your question, but probably I'm reflecting on the question. And if that gets you any answer, and if it doesn't, maybe Frenda, you can help me.
No, I think you actually really answered that. Someone else was going to say something? Someone else had some input?
I want to say something.
Go ahead, Dominique. Sure.
Thank you. Sana, thank you for your beautiful words. I would like to say, we are always being someone, even wherever you do. For me, I love people. Wherever the people do, you can learn about someone. For example, for the helper at home, for my maid, for the people who are cleaning the school, you are being whatever you do. It's not because your bachelor or your degrees. No. Because you're being a human being, and you can be a influencer others. For example, the great leaders are not starting like a great leaders. For example, Madre Teresa of Calcutta or Gandhi or Mandela. No, even Hitler. He not starting like a, no. When you are a leader, you are starting small, and you are growing, because the people are following you because of your capacity, your ability to lead in people, because you have all those different things the people have naturally, and the people are following them. You are amazing human being, and me and everybody is different. We have different talents. No, doesn't matter what are we doing. The most important thing is to trust in ourselves. We are amazing, we are different, we have different skills, and the idea is to grow. As I told you, you need to grow every day. As Marisa Peer, I highly recommend her. I will tell you now the name. Marisa Peer is amazing English, I told you, therapist, and she's do simple things every day to grow. Simple, small things to get your goals, to reach your dreams. Small things. Doesn't matter what you are being, whatever you do, you are an amazing human being. This is the most important thing. This is my point of view.
Mm-hmm. And I like what Stephen just wrote as well. I think it almost sums up pretty much everything that we've all just said. He said, we often have a positive impact on people we come into contact with only for a few seconds without realizing we have an impact. And that is a beautiful thing. Even a smile or a nod can affect people's lives. And that's actually really amazing. Just that right there, I think answered Sanae's question and really just kind of, because we're all here for each other and we're all here for the human of each other, regardless of our differences, just like Dominique just said. So really, that's just, again, Dominique, I cannot wait to go back and look at this again because it was just so much really awesome information.
Thank you, Brenda. Only small thing I want to add is you are growing yourself when you are giving others. The most important thing is to give. If you are giving, is the best way to grow. When we are sharing what you are doing, or when you are sharing with others, whatever you want to share, you are growing yourself. It's the best way to grow.
And two things. One, I remember long ago, I think about I think maybe 10 years now, I was struggling with something online, some technical thing to do on an Excel sheet. And I was talking to a group and that could not get resolved. And then somebody sends me an email writing in simple steps what I should do and how I could have done to do it better. And I replied to them that you're a great leader in explaining this. And then she calls me saying, I'm not a leader, it's just that I knew and I thought I'll tell you. But I said, the way you led this for me to learn was amazing because I really could easily understand by that email what I should have done and how should I do. So leadership is just not the job title. It's even my child, 4 years old, at times asks me a question that I feel like changing. He has influenced me there. I mean, yesterday, I'll tell you last night. So what happened, I asked my wife that I've got a headache. Can you make some good tea for me? And the moment I asked my wife this question, he says, you shouldn't have this at this time. It's not healthy. Have healthy food. And I was like, oh God, you're right. Not at this time. Maybe I should try and sleep. So you never know who can influence you to change at what time in life. The only thing is, are you ready to change? And are you wearing the lenses of a learner to see there's a learning opportunity in that? And second, that I wanted to say, I've forgotten. So I don't know what was I saying.
In this, I just want to add one thing. The whole process that I'm experiencing over the period of time when my journey started with this cohort and CTA and all ICF stuff on 2nd June. I think transition phase is so important. I think to be somebody needs realization. I think inner reflection of being you is so important. And
Absolutely.
this will add step by step. I think everything has a structure, though I learned to destructure everything and relearn again. But still, that learning, when I'm structuring it and when I'm putting bit by bit of this unlearning of me in that experience of my journey to being a coach, is something very amazing. It gives me strength day by day to improvise, to the changes, to the reflections, to the words that I've learned, to the insight that I've developed as being myself. Because until and unless I not be completely learn the essence of being whole, I cannot make somebody to learn or to somebody to even I can sit beside or I can be a partner. So the strengths and the aspect, and that's why I highlighted uh, the essence of this presentation. I think it was all in all wonderful, but what really touched my heart is that to be somebody and to be the be of yourself. I think it's very important. It's something that becomes a foundation of somebody to, you know, whatever you need to build, however you need to build, and how, you know, enlightenment or how light you want to throw, how well you want to reflect from that. That is like, that's the basic, what I think.
Thank you, Sana. And I can only conclude by saying, thank you for such an amazing influence on us, Dominique.
Yes, thank you so much.
We are at the top of the hour. Let's meet next Tuesday with some interesting content. And Dominic, do you want us to remember something when we go and listen to it again? What would you want us to focus on?
Yes, the most important thing is to care about others. Know how much you know, how much you care about others. Yes. Thank you, Dr. Harris. Thank you for this opportunity.
Thank you, everyone.
And thank you for everyone to be part of this amazing group. Thank you, Brenda. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. See you Tuesday. And my cohort, please sign back.
And my cohort, I'll see you at 6:30.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.